Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we are discussing my June TBR. Preview night just wrapped up last night where we on TikTok Live went over all of the books that I potentially wanted to read in June. We kicked out 5 or 6 books during the live last night and we have narrowed it down to my official June. We are going to be starting with our book club selection for June. We had a poll vote. This is the one that won. We are going to be reading Rose in Chains by Julie Soto. This is a Draco and Hermione retelling. Could you ask for more? Not really. So here we go. This is going to be new adult romantasy. We are following a protagonist who's we're just having some problems. If you enjoyed Alchemized, Manacled, this should absolutely 100% be on your TBR. Manacled is my favorite book ever written, so I'm very excited to get into this one as the premise seems a little bit, has those Draco Hermione similarities, but it sounds like it's going to be spun in a really different way. If you are not yet part of our Fable book club, I do have links for the Fable club down below in the description, so make sure that you join. Fable is phenomenal. The way that their app works and how everything is set up, all the chapters are locked. So once you have read a chapter, you'll go into that chapter, put your thoughts in, what you think is coming next, anything funny that happened or your favorite quote from that chapter, anything that you've annotated. You just kind of put all your thoughts into that section that you've read through, but then you won't see any spoilers on the comments down below. So it gives us an amazing opportunity to be able to interact with our community, whether this is the first book that you read in June or it's one of the last books that you read in June, you're going to have access to people who are reading it with you. Welcome to the dark romance section of this video. These are all the dark romance books I am planning to get to in the month of June, and I have to be honest with you, for this month, the dark romance books are the ones I'm truly the most excited about, which usually doesn't happen, but this month is a banger for dark romance. We have so many new releases that are like my most anticipated releases of the year. So if you are 18 plus, if you love a good trigger warning, let's dive into these books. First up is Harvest Season by Brynne Weaver. Now, I read Tourist Season last year. I read Butcher and Blackbird, I gave it 6 stars. I read Leather and Lark, I gave it 3 stars. And then I read Scythe and Sparrow, and I gave it 1 star. The whole series fell apart for me and I hated it, and I was like, what if I'm only a Butcher and Blackbird fan and I'm not a Brynne Weaver fan? Like, what am I going to do? And then she released Tourist Season. And I went into this book very skeptical. I was like, please don't be another 1 star. This was better than Butcher and Blackbird. This was like a 10-star read. I am obsessed with Tourist Season, my favorite Brynne Weaver to date. You need to have read Butcher and Blackbird before you read this book, but you don't need to read the entire trilogy. You can read Butcher and Blackbird and then start Tourist Season. That is an excellent reading order for this. You can just leave the other 2 behind. You don't need them. So Harvest Season is coming out in June. I am running to Barnes & Noble to get the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of Tourist Season, thanks to the gifts from our community, because I currently have the Barnes & Noble exclusive of Tourist Season. It has a different map in it. It's got the sprayed edges. There's some other really fun bonus content in this book that I loved, so I want my editions to match. So I'm taking you guys with me that morning when we go and get Harvest Season. I'm so excited. Absolutely make sure that this one is on your radar. Next book is Truly Madly Deeply by LJ Shen. Now I have to be completely honest with you guys. I have never read this author. I know. It has infuriated so many people in our community. They're like, how have you not read her yet? Don't you love LJ Shen? I'm like, I still haven't picked one up. And my friend Amber was like, there is no more. Amber was like, this is happening. So it got gifted to me. It's on this month's TBR and we are reading this book. Now, I also was able to secure the audiobook of this on Libby. So I'm going to be able to read the physical and listen to the audio, which I think is going to be a really fun way to read this book. I have been told it is brother's best friend, which is one of my favorite tropes, so check. I don't know why it's one of my favorite tropes. I don't have a brother. I've never had a brother. I have no brothers, but brother's best friend does it for me every single time. Okay, next book on this list is You First by Caroline Kepnes. This has been on my radar for forever. I am blown away by how many people do not know that the You series on Netflix was a book series. Like, it shocks me every time. And people come into the lives and they're like, have you ever watched You? And I'm like, have you ever read the books? And everyone's like, wait, it's a book? It's crazy. Yes, the You series, Joe Goldberg, our favorite serial unaliver, started out as a book series first. And the books are amazing. They're somehow even darker than the show. They're so good. And this month we are getting, wait for it, the prequel to the series. I can't wait. We are going to learn how Joe Goldberg became Joe Goldberg, and I'm so excited for it. We are following 17-year-old Joe as he's like growing up in Mooney's bookstores, as he finds his first love interest of all time, as he commits his first serial unaliving. Like, we get all the firsts all in one book. This is You First, comes out in June. I can't wait. I am so excited. Make sure that if you have watched the show, read the books, that this is on your radar. Because it is a prequel, technically, you don't have to have read the series first. Probably would be more fun to like know a little bit about the universe before going into it. But if you haven't read the books and you've only watched the show, I don't see any reason why you couldn't pick this one up. I've been left to my own devices. I had a director, I lost him to the cat. Here we go. All right, Starside by Alex Aster. This is Romantasy. This is new adult romantasy. Really excited about this one. I did try to read Lightlark by Alex Aster and failed like 8 times. I think because it was young adult, it just didn't hold my attention. I just felt like it was such a slow start to a book. I was like, are we ever gonna find the plot? And I tried, and then I tried again, and then I wait a few weeks and I try again. So you can't say I didn't give Lightlark everything I had, because it did. But Starside, I read the first chapter of this book on preview night, and I have to tell you, the plot starts instantly. This is a book where you're instantly dropped into the action like ASAP. You know how like in Fourth Wing, like chapter 1, you're like, boop, dropped in the action? That's how this one was. So if you are somebody who loves that, where you have very little context, you're not sure what's going on, but something is running at you and you've got to win, and oh my God, that person just died, and ba-bam, ba-boom, all in chapter 1, this is the book. This is the one for you. Everyone is rating it 5 stars. I have to read this book. Tropes include, ooh, we like that noise. Enemies to lovers, epic quest, morally gray love interest, revenge, slow burn, magic system, and who did this to you energy. That ka-ching sound was the reminder. We do have an Etsy store where we sell bookish themed stickers. We also have our little tea samples, and you want to get yourself some teas. We have sample packs, and you can also get 10 packs of your favorite flavors. My personal favorites are the Spa Bliss and the Hibiscus Rose. So if you're looking for an excellent source of tea to drink with us on the lives or when you're watching one of my YouTube videos, go check it out. Links are in the description. Oh my God. I did a challenge in May. My May challenge, for those of you who weren't here and didn't know, my May challenge was to get through the 30 series that I have started and haven't finished yet. That was the goal for May. Now, if you stayed with me on my reading journey throughout May, you know it went really bad. It went terrible. I don't think we've ever had a reading challenge end so terribly, but I gave it my best efforts and it was a train wreck. I am somebody who does not finish series. I hate admitting that out loud, that I start series and don't finish them, but I don't have a choice but to say that, because anything else would be a dead out lie. Like, apparently I don't finish series. We had a whole theme and cake and parties around every time I finished a series in May. We were gonna celebrate, and I finished too. So the next book on this list, even though I'm reading it, I still want to finish a series, but I'm making progress in a series, and that deserves like a mini cupcake, right? Okay, we are gonna be doing Crescent City 2, House of Sky and Earth, House of Sky and Breath. I was close. House of Sky and Breath. This is book 2 in Crescent City. Am I enjoying Crescent City? Yes. Do I love it more than ACOTAR? No. Book 1 is just massive. Like, Throne of Glass, the first book, ACOTAR, the first book, they're not huge, giant tomes, but Crescent City is. Crescent City is massive. You feel like you're reading Kingdom of Ash, but it's book 1. And I'm just not loving it the way I loved the other series, but that doesn't mean I don't want to get more into it. That doesn't mean that I don't like it. I love Sarah J. Maas, so I do want to make more progress in this one. I do need to finish this trilogy before ACOTAR 6 comes out. So this book is on a deadline. Like, it needs to be read way prior to October. So this is going to be book 2. I got it right here. Book 2. Okay. House of Sky and Breath. If you've not yet read the first book, Otters that Deliver Mail, the cliffhanger that shattered everyone. Yeah, I really do need to get off the cliffhanger in book 1. Bad. So I need to get off that cliffhanger. The problem is, as with all Sarah J. Maas books, you leave one cliffhanger and odds are you're gonna find yourself on a worse one. Like, they just continually get more traumatizing. The more SJM cliffhangers you get stuck on, the more traumatized you are. And I have had to sit on a lot of SJM cliffhangers in my lifetime. So I'm ready to get off this train. I just need to get to the next installment and move along with my life. This is urban fantasy, tons of mythological creatures, a really cool political plot drove in there. There's also a murder mystery. You've got angels. So yeah, it's really cool. If you want to start your SJM journey, this is not the series to start with. This is the series to end with. You need to read Throne of Glass and ACOTAR before diving into Crescent City. So make sure that you pick up one of those 2 series and then read the other and then start your Crescent City journey. Okay, it is time for the cat book. I know, I'm so excited. I'm finally reading the cat book in June. It is happening and I can't wait. Like, I have been waiting my whole life to read the cat book. I had it on hold at the library. Didn't get it, didn't get it, didn't get it. I had it on hold on Libby. Didn't get it, didn't get it, didn't get it. Had it on hold on the audiobook on Libby, like the ebook and the audio. Didn't get it, didn't get it, didn't get it. And my friend Kai was like, we are reading the cat book together. I will buy it for you, but we're reading it in June. And I said, okay. So Kai got me the Kindle edition of the Agnes Aubert's Mystical Cat Shelter. And I was so excited. I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you, because I can't wait any longer. Like, I have to have these. And her and I were gonna read it in June. I was gonna read it on Kindle with her. And then, like 2 days ago, my library book came in, my ebook came in, my audiobook came in. I got all my holds for the cat book at one time. And I was like, okay, universe, I hear you. In June, we're reading the cat book. So there aren't enough words in the English language for how excited I am. This is the author who wrote Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and even though that book had everything in it you think I wouldn't like, it was one of my favorite books. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies was the coolest, like one of the coolest books I've ever read. I've never read another book like that, and I've read over 1,000 books. So to find a book that was very uniquely set up, the premise, the plot, the information it gave you, like, it was so cool. This is a mystical cat shelter. Like, can you ask for more than cats and magic? I don't think you can. I know it's shelved as historical. Too bad. I don't care. We're gonna ignore it. We're gonna pretend it's not historical. We're gonna go like this every time we see the historical. We're gonna go, boop, no, it's not. It is gonna be magic. It's going to be fantasy. It is going to be read by you also, because this is also a Fable book club in our community. And if you want to read the cat book with me and Kai, which you should, the link is down below in the description for you guys. God, are we excited for this one. This is Every Summer After by Carley Fortune. It is Elise's birthday month. If you are part of our TikTok lives, you know that Elise's birthday is a very big deal. And this book has been Elise approved, which means it has now landed its way not only onto my TBR, but onto yours. This is not optional, it is mandatory. And there is going to be a Netflix show or movie. I'm not sure which adaptation it is, if it's a movie or a show. Either way, we're getting an adaptation, and I believe that comes out in June. So we need to get this book read sooner rather than later. This is going to be a staple beach read. I'm really excited. We are absolutely bringing this book with us to the beach, have a big, nice beach blanket and an iced coffee and some sun and sand. It's going to be a great time. You know how you see a book and you're like, that one might be the one? This one has been all over Book Talk and it's not even out yet. I have scrolled my FYP and seen this book like 8 times and it's not even released yet. So it landed on my TBR because the ARC readers are saying this is the one for this summer and I kind of trust them. So here we go. We have Tropesick. This book it sounds hilarious. Like, this is about 2 authors who are coming together to write a book, and all of the tropes they're writing in the book start to like happen to them in real life. It sounds like the coolest premise of a book. I'm very excited for it. I have heard nothing but 5-star stellar reviews. When you are going through and watching a review on a book and every single review is 5-star, 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 you have to pay attention to it. It's not even out yet and it has almost perfect reviews. So I'm very excited for this one. I don't know a lot of what it's about because it's not out yet, so I don't really know what to compare it to. All right, this is technically the last book on this list. Technically. This is the Face Off by Chelsea Curto. I cannot tell you the number of people who have talked to me about the DC Stars series. I love hockey romance. I'm a huge fan. I've never seen a hockey game. Doesn't matter. The important thing is I love hockey romance in books, and I thought I had read just about all of them, and apparently I missed one of the biggest ones. DC Stars, I think there are 5 or 6 books out now, and another one is quickly coming around the bend. So if you are fully caught up in this series, you have another installment coming very soon. I will tell you, this book is on Kindle Unlimited, and on preview night, I downloaded it and started reading just the first chapter just to get a vibe. And I can't even tell you what the first sentence of this book was, but if you're over 18, you need to go read it. It was crazy. I loved how this book started. I wasn't even 3 paragraphs in and I was already laughing and hooked. Like, I'm really excited for this. I believe the whole series is on Kindle Unlimited. So it's one of those things where I might just read the first book and just like a little domino effect might just go right on down the line. If you are currently looking at your calendar and you are underneath the belief that there are 30 days in June, you are wrong. I need you to go on your calendar and cross that off. There are not 30 days in June, there are only 29. Because on June 30th, Brynne Kent has a brand new book coming out, which is Tempting Venom, the last installment in the Venom series. And oh my God, I have to have this book. And it's technically a June release, but it's also technically the last day of June, and it's going to be my July book club. So we're just gonna pretend June 30th doesn't exist, and we're just gonna like roll it into July. So my book club is actually gonna be changing on June 29th and not June 30th, so we can get to Tempting Venom on release day right away. That day no longer exists, just exit out. This is going to be the last installment in this series. This is dark hockey romance, and Brynne Kent wrote it. You don't need to know any more than that. That is literally all you need to know. 18 plus. I am also going to be doing a reread of Beautiful Venom and Sweet Venom to get prepared for the last book. So both of those books are also on this month's TBR, which I'm so excited about. If you would like to be a part of our reading slumber parties that we do 4 to 5 nights a week over on TikTok, please make sure to give me a follow over there. We do reading sprints at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. My schedule is on my TikTok page. It's pinned right up at the top, so you can find when I'm going live that month. We also have over 30 book clubs happening in our community, so make sure that you check them out and join any of the books that you are currently reading for June. Please let me know in the comments what book you are most excited to read, if you've read any of the books on my current TBR, and what you rated them, and I will see you guys in the next video. Happy reading! I went to grab a folding chair because standing and filming is hard. He's so funny. Amryn keeps pawing at the door, like, because she knows that Gage is in here and she's not invited, and it's literally killing her in the other room. So I think the guys to go get a chair was to go pet his cat, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, what did you bring?
A folding chair.
A director's chair?
Not that you can prove.
All right, set up your director's chair. We're ready. We're so ready. All right, 3, 2, 1.